It's fall in Ohio, and a day that ends in Y, and the equipment trailer's on the truck, which can mean only one thing. It's time to go get hay. Woo! Hooray. Alright, this is the equipment trailer that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace from a wonderful fella down in West Virginia, actually, which are not too far away. It's a 22 foot load trail. There we go. And I got this trailer for a great price, and it's in really good shape. So I can fit 12 bales on this guy that weigh about 800 pounds a piece. So 12 800-pound bales. And that about maxes out my 14,500 pound payload capacity on my 2017 F250 that I also bought used. That's a great ride. So we're gonna go down to our place, LJ Hay in Kensington, pick up a big load of hay and bring it out back. So we're here at LJ Hay in Kensington, Ohio, and these guys are a huge hay broker, and they deliver hay to the area as well as make hay and bring it in and do everything else. But I've been dealing with these guys for a while. They do a great job. I think they have very fair pricing and a nice product too, so it works out real nice. They also have the best equipment ever. I'm a big fan of these giant telehandlers. I wish I had one of these things. It makes life a lot easier. The guy operating Dale is a pro at it. He kind of makes this look easy. It takes me about twice as long to tie it down as it does him to load it on. The old F250 pulls pretty well. We put a fair amount of hay on there, like I said in the beginning of the video. We'll stack 12 bales on there, so 12 times 8 is 9,600 pounds. Maximum load on this trailer is about 10,000 pounds for about a 14,000 pound maximum load on the hitch, and it takes it like a champ. It's good stuff. Stacking the bales on a trailer is kind of an art form as well. There's a way to fit maximum load on there. If I had to do it over, I think a 20-foot trailer would work better, just because the way these bales are, or the sides of the bales rather, those 20-foot bales would fit right up against the back loading ramps and just fit on there real nice. But I got a little bit of space in the back, and that's okay. I mean, they still ride really well. There's no big issue with it. It's just, that's one of those things that would have been better. I'd rather have the 2 extra feet of trailer space. When I'm hauling the mini-X, having that extra trailer space makes it very nice to accommodate buckets, attachments. I could fit a 4-wheeler on the front of the trailer and still fit the mini-X on and still be underweight. So there's benefits to everything, I suppose, but those are the ramps back there. If the trailer was just 2 feet shorter, when the bales stack up, they would stack right against that ramp, which would be nice. We'll have to get this hay all stacked up tonight, mainly because I think we are expecting rain. We went from nothing to cattle ranchers and sheep ranchers in like a year. I remember when we first moved down here, I'd see these guys hauling hay and I'm like, man, that's so cool. How are we ever gonna get there? And here we are. When we moved down, we didn't have a truck that could haul hay. We didn't have a trailer. We didn't have animals. We had no fence. We had nothing. And oh gosh, we moved 4 years ago, and maybe 2.5 years ago, we didn't have any animals that ate hay. So we went from like 0 to full-on rancher in just a few years. And that goes to show you what, I do believe it is God's will to have us doing what we're doing now and working the land and really, giving our lives over to the pursuit of working the land And when you're operating within God's will and you put your nose to the grindstone and get the work done, it's amazing what can be accomplished. And yeah, we've made a lot of sacrifices, but we've also been provisioned so well to be able to do all this. It's pretty cool. It's humbling, actually. So it's a good thing. I hope that we're good shepherds of the resources we've been given, and I don't know what the reason is that we're supposed to be doing this, but when the time comes for us to fulfill that reason and to give back in what way we can, I hope it works out well. That'd be pretty cool. There have been guys talking about using the big square bales, and they've got a bunch of them stacked in that barn down there. The big square bales are nice from a handling perspective in some ways. Actually, they're really nice. You can put one in the back of a pickup truck, and if we weren't on rolling hay, we could take a big square bale and dump the flakes out as the pickup truck goes through the field. That's I guess another way to unroll bales. We like using the bale unroller though. I think it just makes for a nicer product, and we also own one, so that makes a big difference. I think the square bales in some cases are easier to handle, but I think you can make a good case for both, honestly. We just use round bales because that's what we use. But if there's a guy out there, a fellow who wants to use square bales, I think you can make a case for that too, but it seems like most guys around here are still using squares. Or, I'm sorry, still using rounds. And I like the smaller rounds too. I know you can get great big rounds that are up to 8 feet. I kind of like the 6-foot rounds because they just make handling easier. They don't weigh as much. You know, it's a good thing. There it is. All right, time to pay and get it tied down. 4 straps should hold it down, I hope. I'll be somebody else's YouTube video if it doesn't hold it down. And we're right up against the ramps there. So nice loading job by Dale. Let's get it back to the farm and get it unloaded. I'm shooting the conclusion to the hay video with the iPhone because it does a much better job with the low light stuff than the GoPro. This is a iPhone Pro 16 and I got it specifically for doing this type of thing. How cool is that? Got the hay unloaded and got it tarped. Today's billboard tarp is a Dunkin' Donuts tarp, which is pretty awesome, actually. I always hope that pilots see this from the air and are like, that's awesome. They have a Dunkin' Donuts tarp. How fun is that? Yep. Got the cows down there. Got wood piles there. We got hay here. Warms a man's heart to have all that stuff there. I think it's pretty cool.